Hey guys, Sarah again, and I am back to talk to you about my second week in the reset, the ultimate reset. Um, so I've been through days 8 through 14, and during this phase, what you do is that you take out all animal products. So I've taken out eggs and meat, dairy, that type of thing, and you move more towards fruits, vegetables, and whole grains is what you're mainly eating in this phase. So as I started this week, I was a little bit nervous about taking away a lot of my meats that I'm used to eat. Just fish and chicken is my main source of meat that I'm used to on a daily basis. And um, I have to say that I did not miss my meat at all this week. I was pleasantly surprised. Um, so I want to give you a little bit of kind of a recap of what I've done this week, and kind of the good and the bad of it. So I'm going to first start with what kind of was a little bit difficult for me and what was a little challenging, because this is a challenging process. This is not something that's going to be easy for you. So let me start there. So uh, this was an introduction to the detox drink. The detox drink you drink 3 times a day during the second week, and I'll have to say it is not the best tasting thing in the world. I'll just go ahead and throw that out to you. It's not great. It's just kind of gritty. It's kind of like tastes like it has sand in it, basically. I threw a little bit of lemon juice in there and just drank it quickly, and it was gone in no time. So, not the best. Um, what else? Let's see. Oh, so we had company in town this weekend, a lot of company. And that was a challenge in itself. We had, people in and out. I was making food for them. Some I could eat, some I could not. There were lots of treats around, lots of snack types of things that were not something that I would choose to eat, but it's what guests wanted. That was a challenge. I made it through. I did not eat anything I was not supposed to, and even went out for one meal while they were here and managed to eat exactly what I needed to eat on the reset. So, very doable if you have company or you have to go somewhere. You can take the supplements with you and choose things that you know are within the parameters of the week that you're in. Um, what else about this week? Oh, lots of water. Lots and lots of water. I think I drank a little over a gallon of water every day, which, if you've ever done something like that, you know that equals lots of potty breaks. So, when I was out with my kids, I literally was going to the bathroom more than they were. They actually made a comment to me, "Mommy, you have to go pee pee again?" Yes, Mommy has to go pee pee again. So that's just to be expected. I did, but at the end of this week, I did slightly miss some of my workouts. So I have to say, um, normally work out all the time, and I'm doing a little bit, but not my strenuous exercises that I typically do. And at the end of this week, I was definitely missing them. I will say that I went for lots of walks, and that kind of helped me burn a little off and actually helped me clear my mind a little bit too. Which kind of leads me into what I want to talk about what I enjoyed about this week. So let's go there. So I kind of talked to you a little bit about what was challenging for me, and want to tell you about what I enjoyed about this week's process. So I did go outside for some walks, and those walks were great for me. The weather is beautiful right now. It's May in Nashville, and it's beautiful weather. And it allowed me to clear my mind more than anything else. I just cleared my mind. I went for a brisk walk, some long walks, and it was great for me. It's not something I would typically do. I don't, I'd spend my time really busting my butt in the gym and then take it easy, other than, going for a stroll with my kids. So that was different for me, and something that I feel like I need to do later on after the reset. I did not crave caffeine this week. So impressed with that. I am a coffeeaholic. I have one cup, I think I told you this in the last video, just one cup a day, but man, I look forward to that coffee. And even when we had company in town and there was a ton of coffee around, it was brewing, it smelled good, I didn't miss it. Had my water, did fine with that. So no headaches, no caffeine itches, anything like that. I've made some amazing recipes this week. Some of the recipes in the Reset book are just phenomenal. They're fantastic. My kids actually asked for some dinners that I made a few days ago. They asked for them again tonight. My husband is enjoying them. He's, made many comments. Oh, star that one. We'll have to make that one again later. So I think that's been one of the best parts of this process so far are the recipes, just, venturing out, trying something new, a different way to cook the same vegetables maybe that you make over and over again. And it's been enjoyable for my entire family. Uh, I, this week, have felt like I've gotten more energy. At the end of last week, I felt like my energy was kind of going down a little bit, but this week, for some reason, I feel like it's back up. Maybe it's the introduction of a little bit more vegetables into the diet, but I feel like my energy level has just skyrocketed. Uh, and, I really have to take a step back when I'm done with this to see if taking some of the animal products out of my diet doesn't have something to do with it. So I will definitely be revisiting that one. I have a little confession. Since I've had kids, my memory is terrible. I mean, awful. I can't remember anything. I literally have to write everything down in order to remember any piece of anything that I'm going to do, as far as calling people and taking my kids here and there. And I write it all down. I put it in my phone. It's all written down so that I can remember it. And I have had not only more energy, but I've been able to think clearer and I've been able to remember things this week. Amazing. Couldn't remember anything. I always joke that after each pregnancy, I got a little bit more stupid and a little bit more stupid and lost more memory and more memory. So after child number 3, my memory is it's just gone, little I had of it. And I've really enjoyed the fact that I haven't had to write every single thing down this week. I've actually remembered things that people have said to me without looking at my phone to see what it was that they said. It has also been very eye-opening to me how important food is. And that this is the funny thing. I'm a personal trainer. I am a group fitness instructor, a fitness coach, and I know it's important. And I know the 80-20 rule, 80% is what you eat, 20% is the actual exercise that you're doing on a daily basis. I know that, but never actually taken the time to take things out of my diet and then slowly reintroduce them to really see how my body reacted. And I am blown away at how much what you put in your body affects you. I mean, your behavior, your attitude, the way I carry myself. I'm carrying myself totally different this week than I was last week and than I was the week before I started the reset. I just cannot believe how incredible that is. You take certain items out of your diet and then you replace them with others, or you just make more of those items in your diet, and the change is unbelievable. So I'm really excited to see what that looks like as I finish the final week, and then as I start reintroducing some other foods or just keep some of them away. So more on that as I finish my next week and as I kind of approach the end, and then I'll recap that for you guys. Okay, huge, 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 huge. This is my big takeaway today for this video. So I told you in the last video that I grocery shop normally once a week for my family of five, and I spend between $150 and $200 a week on my grocery. And that is just across the board. 150, 200. It is like clockwork. It's very rare that I spend over 200, and it is impossible for me to spend under 150 weekly. That's just the way it is. Um, I'm not a big couponer, so I don't do much of that. I'd love to learn more about it, but I don't. So that's just what I pay every week without the coupons. Last week and this week, and then the week before when I was preparing for the reset, I have spent between $55 and $90 a week. $55 to $90 on my groceries. That is cutting my bill more than 50%, more than half. I've cut it by more than half. I just can't believe it. So, what I'm saying here is that eating healthy is not always more expensive. Eating smart is less expensive. I am really, again, I'm going to say, blown away. I've taken out things like obviously meat that we bought a lot of in the past. And the other thing that I've done is I've got my kids on board. I haven't bought crackers for them, cookies, not any type of snack that is not nutrient dense. We are using very nutrient dense snacks and meals. My kids are on board with it. I'm not saying that they haven't had a cracker or two if we've been out or they've been at a birthday party or something. That's totally fine. I'm not trying to deprive them. I'm trying to teach them when they're actually hungry and when they actually just want to snack on a cracker because it's something crunchy and they're bored. They have been impressed by how easily it is to be full on fruits and vegetables, and I am super impressed at my grocery bill, and I have to say my husband is as well. And that's my biggest thing so far. So I feel great, and I have cut my grocery bill. So more to come next week. Super excited to finish my last week and tell you all about it, the good and the bad, as usual. I will see you same time, same place next week.